Hello.
Not properly.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, now okay.
Okay, okay. Okay, so today, okay, so how far along did we come regarding our analysis type of question? Did we discuss graph?
What's that?
Did we discuss our
Sir,
graph?
can you say loudly?
Of course, of course. I was saying, did we discuss our graph writing?
Yes.
In our
Yes.
last analysis type of questions, we said there are going to be two different types of questions: analysis and personal opinion.
Hmm.
Okay, regarding the
Yeah,
analysis
yeah.
type of questions, which topic did we discuss in our last session?
Uh, graph.
Graph. Okay, then.
Bar
So
graph and line graph.
yes, yes, bar graph, line graph, or maybe column graph, any type of graph. So today we are going to
Yeah.
discuss a different figure. Today we are going to discuss pie charts. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let me share the whiteboard. Okay, so is the whiteboard visible?
Yes.
Okay, then. So, first of all, do you know what a pie chart is? Are you familiar with a pie chart?
So, sir, no idea, sir.
Okay, maybe you are familiar with a pie chart, but you maybe you do not know the specific name of the figure.
Yes.
Okay, so take a look. Are you familiar with something like this? It's a circular thing and it's
Yeah.
divided up into several sections. Are you familiar with something like this?
Yes.
Okay, so that is what I was talking about. You're familiar with the figure, but you may not know the specific name. This is called a pie chart.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, so it's circular like a pizza or a pie, and it's divided into separate sections. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
first of all, we need to familiarize ourselves with a pie chart. This is a pie chart, and generally speaking, a pie chart shows us percentages. Okay. For
Okay.
example, what is the percentage of this section or this or this or this? Okay, generally speaking,
Uh-huh.
shows us the percentages, or if it does not show the percentage explicitly, the percentage can be calculated. Okay, it can be figured out.
Okay.
যদি
Yeah, right.
পার্সেন্টেজ নাও দেওয়া থাকে এক্স্যাক্টলি যদি পার্সেন্টেজ নাও দেওয়া থাকে আমরা সেটা বের করে নিতে পারি ওকে
Yeah.
okay then so now today that means today we are going to get into describing pie charts. Okay, and not only pie charts, we are
Okay.
going to describe one more thing, learn how to describe one more thing, that is describing pie chart and numbers. Okay, these
Okay.
pie charts contain
Describing pie
percentages
chart and numbers. Okay.
and numbers. Okay, so today we are going to
Okay.
discuss this thing. Okay, how to describe pie chart and
Okay.
numbers. Okay, so
Numbers.
I'm not going to repeat our discussion with writing an introduction. Okay, because you know how to
Okay.
write an introduction by simply paraphrasing the instruction for analysis type of questions, right?
Yeah. 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 Right.
Simply paraphrasing. And how can you paraphrase? We have already discussed that as well. You can start your introduction
Mm-hmm.
by the or this or these, and then the figure type, then a verb.
Yeah.
For example, display, shows, illustrates, depicts. Okay, and
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
exactly. And then the topic, and maybe if presented in the question, you can
Then
include
time
that.
frame.
Yes, yes, if presented in the question. So we are not going to repeat how to write an introduction because that is the same strategy for every single analysis type of
Mm-hmm.
question. So what we are going to get
Okay.
into is how to write the body
Mm.
paragraph. Okay, body paragraph one
Yeah.
and
Right.
body paragraph
Right.
two. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the first paragraph of the body's first paragraph, can you please tell me, or if you can recall, what are we going to write? The general overview or in-depth analysis?
Sorry, sir.
For the okay, so let's wait for the Azan to finish.
Actually, Azan is
Yes,
going on.
yes. Here I
Azan is
said,
on.
yes. So let's wait for the Azan to finish, and then we're going to resume our discussion. Okay?
Okay.
Okay then.
Yes, sir. It's over.
Okay, so on my end, it's still going on. So let's wait a few minutes.
Oh.
Okay, so let's resume our discussion.
Yes.
Okay, then I was asking, if you can recall, could you please tell me what are we going to write in the first paragraph of the body? The general overview or the in-depth analysis?
First analysis.
No, that is the second paragraph. Okay. In the first paragraph of the body, we're going to write the general overview. Okay.
Okay.
For analysis type of question, for the first paragraph, we are going to write the general overview. Okay, so that means we need to identify the key features, the main features of any given figure. Okay, for example, for graph, it was the highest or
Hello.
lowest number. Hello, can you hear me?
So maybe your problem, sir.
Yes, your voice is breaking sometimes in the middle.
Okay.
In the middle of your speaking, sometimes your voice breaks, but now
Hmm.
it's clear.
Oh.
Okay then. So I was
Hmm.
saying we should
Hmm.
write the general overview in the first paragraph of the body. That means identifying the main
Hmm.
features, the key features, okay, of any
Okay.
given graph, any given figure. For example, for
Right.
graph, it
Hmm.
were maybe the highest or the lowest numbers or the tallest or the shortest bars or graph, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So similarly, we need to identify the main features of pie chart as well. Okay. So what are going to be the main
Oh.
features for our pie chart? Okay. For example, let's
Okay.
draw a very simple pie chart here.
Hmm.
Okay. Is it visible? I'm drawing a simple pie chart. Is it visible on the screen?
Yes.
Okay then. I'm not a very good artist, so kindly bear with me.
It's okay.
Okay then. Okay, so this is maybe a pie chart about a person's drinking habit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now even though it's not given in the pie chart that how many cups of coffee or how many cups of tea that person drinks, যদিও এটা আমাদের গ্রাফে
Okay.
দেওয়া নেই, পাই চার্টে দেওয়া নেই যে কয় কাপ চা বা কয় কাপ কফি খেয়েছেন, but still, is it not identifiable from looking at the pie chart that which of the drinks that person drank the most or the
So
least?
tea.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Hmm.
So that is the
Hmm.
main feature of pie chart. Okay. দেখেন যদিও দেওয়া নেই যে
Yes.
কয় কাপ চা তিনি খেয়েছেন, সরি, let me take the pointer here, কয় কাপ চা
Yeah.
খেয়েছেন বা কয় কাপ কফি খেয়েছেন, এটা যদিও দেওয়া
Hmm.
নেই, তারপরও by simply looking at the pie chart we can identify that this person drinks tea the most.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
চোখের দেখায় কিন্তু আমরা অ্যাটলিস্ট কাপের সংখ্যা বা পরিমাণ না দেওয়া থাকা সত্ত্বেও আমরা বলতে পারছি যে তিনি চাটা সবচেয়ে বেশি খেয়েছেন, how by
Yeah.
simply looking at the pie chart, right?
Right.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that is the main feature of pie chart. Okay. Which thing
Mm-hmm.
covers the most or the least area, or how much area which thing covers? Okay, কোন জিনিসটা কতটুকু এরিয়া দখল করছে, কতটুকু
Yes.
পার্সেন্ট,
Area. Hmm.
yes, কতটুকু পার্সেন্টেজ, কতটুকু এরিয়া সে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করছে। ওকে,
Hmm.
so now let's see which strategies we can use or follow to describe these things. Okay, we are not going to include the specific data, the number of cups of tea or the number of cups of coffee or the amount, maybe 10 ml of coffee or 50 ml
Mm-hmm.
of tea. We are not going to include these specific data. We are going to give the general overview. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay then. So let's take a look how we can do that specific stuff. For example, now
Okay.
can you recall what we discussed regarding the first sentence of the first paragraph? We talked about a couple of specific expressions. Can you recall those expressions?
Yeah. The pie chart represents or
Okay, very good.
shows
Very good. But those were for the second
the.
paragraph. Those were for the first sentence of the second paragraph. For the first sentence of the first paragraph, we said you can use overall or
Hmm.
in general. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, you can use overall or in general. প্রথম প্যারাগ্রাফের প্রথম বাক্যের জন্য. Okay. So that is why we left a blank here. Okay. For those expressions, and
Okay.
for the following sentences, you can use connective words. In addition, furthermore, moreover, on the other hand. Okay. In this blank.
Okay. Okay.
Okay then. So let's get into the specific strategy of,
So,
yes.
as shown in the, so we can write illustrations.
No, a pie chart, the figure type of a pie chart is a pie chart itself. Okay. For graph,
Okay.
we were saying
Mm-hmm.
if if it is mentioned in the question as a graph, you can write in your answer as a chart. Okay.
Oh, okay.
If if
Okay.
if your question says the bar graph, you can maybe write the bar chart, or if it says the line chart, you can write the line graph. However, it's preferable to keep
Okay.
the word pie chart as it is. Okay. That is in your
Mm-hmm.
introduction. Now we are discussing how to write the body's first paragraph. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So the blank here is
So,
for, sorry.
no, no. So it continues.
Okay. So the blank here is for the for if it is the first sentence of the first paragraph, you can use overall or in general, and for the following
Okay.
sentences, you can use connective words here. Okay. In addition, furthermore,
Okay.
moreover. Okay. However,
Okay.
therefore, on the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. So now let's take a
Okay.
look at the strategies to include the percentages or the area that each of the things are covering. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For example,
Okay.
we can begin our sentence in this way: a
Mm-hmm.
small or large, depending on which thing you are mentioning. It can be a small or it can be a large fraction. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can say of the, you can mention the topic here, or you can simply say of the total. Okay.
Okay.
You can say of the, you can mention topic, or you can say of the total. Simply you can say that as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are going to say is slash are, depending on how many specific things you mention. Okay. If you are mentioning a single
Okay.
thing, you can use is, and if you are mentioning multiple things, multiple of
R.
such, yes, multiple of such sections, you can use are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can
Okay.
include the name of that specific section. Okay. So now kindly try to make a sentence by mentioning coffee. Okay. Try to
Okay.
follow this structure, but talk about coffee.
Okay. Total is R. Okay. Well.
Single part means in this section, you are going to talk about the specific part of the pie chart. Okay. For example, in this case, you are going
Okay.
to talk about coffee.
Sorry, sir.
In this case, you are going to talk about coffee. Okay.
Coffee.
Yes.
The
Coffee,
small
coffee.
number. Should I start from the small number?
No, start from the beginning, from this blank, overall or in general, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, overall I wrote.
Okay, then continue the sentence. Kindly share with us.
Overall,
Yes.
a large number of people should I write?
No, this specific strategy, try to follow this specific strategy. Okay. The one that we wrote. The one that we wrote on the whiteboard, try to follow that specific strategy, but you are going to talk about coffee. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then so let me say the first one as an example. Okay, kindly pay attention.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, uh, coffee, is it
Yeah.
covering a small fraction or a large fraction?
Small fraction.
Okay, then so the sentence would be overall a small fraction of the total
Yeah.
is coffee, or you can simply
Okay.
say overall a small fraction of the topic. Now, what is the topic of this pie chart?
A drinking habit.
Exactly. So you can include the topic as well. Instead of saying of the total, you can say overall a small fraction of the drinking habit is coffee. Is it clear to you now?
Habit is
Coffee.
yes.
Okay
Is
then. Okay then.
coffee. Yeah.
So then try to make the sentence with tea.
Okay. Oh, should I say overall
Whichever one you prefer,
or
overall or
on
in
the
general.
other? On the other hand, this way.
Excellent, excellent. You're continuing from
Okay.
where I left off, right?
On the other hand, a large fraction of drinking habit is tea.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay.
A large fraction of the drinking habit is tea, or you can simply say a large fraction of the total. Okay.
Okay. Large fraction
Of the
the total.
is tea. That is also acceptable. Okay, because since we're going to need to talk about multiple sections, using only a
Okay.
single strategy is going to be very repetitive. Okay. If you write all of the
Okay.
sentences by using the topic, it is going to be repetitive and thus lower your mark. Okay. So one section you can talk about using the topic, and the other section you can talk about using of the this expression. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So, sir,
So
can you repeat the sentence again?
you're asking me to repeat the sentence?
A small fraction of the
Yes, a small fraction of the drinking habit. A
A
small
small fraction of the drinking habit
is
is coffee.
yes, whichever one is the smallest fraction, the small fraction.
Yeah, coffee.
Exactly.
Then on the other hand, the large fraction of
Now, since we said the topic in the previous sentence, using topic now is going to be quite repetitive. So you can simply say of the total.
Okay, of the total.
Yes, you're going.
A large number, a large fraction
of the total. A large fraction of the total is tea.
Then should I write drinking habit of tea?
No. আমরা ড্রিঙ্কিং হ্যাবিট তো আগে একবার বলেছি, টপিকটা আগে একবার বলেছি, বারবার রিপিট না করে you can use the of the topic strategy, and then you can use
ভেঙে ভেঙে আসতেছে স্যার কথাটা ভেঙে ভেঙে আসছে তো এইজন্য বুঝতে পারতেছি না।
আচ্ছা, okay, how about now? Is it clear to you now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay then. So I was saying,
yes.
যেহেতু আমাদের অনেকগুলো সেকশন নিয়ে কথা বলতে হবে, একটা পাই চার্টে মাল্টিপল সেকশন থাকবে, তো বারবার অফ দ্য টপিক এই স্ট্র্যাটেজিটা ইউজ করলে সেটা রিপিটেটিভ হয়ে যাবে, বা বারবার অফ দ্য টোটাল এইটা ইউজ করলেও রিপিটেটিভ হয়ে যাবে। So you are going to need to alternate between these two strategies. Okay. Okay then. So single part means whichever specific section you are talking about, you are going to write that name of that specific section of the pie chart. Okay. Okay then. So now this expression, a small or large fraction. Okay. Hello, Rafat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, so we can maintain variation in our writing, okay, by changing this expression a bit as well. Okay, a small or large fraction. Now we can keep variations by changing this expression to. For example, instead of
Hmm.
writing a small or large fraction, we can write a small
Mm-hmm.
or large percentage. Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Rafat, your voice is breaking. Hello, Rafat, can you hear me? Hello, Rafat, can you hear me? Hello, Rafat, I cannot hear you. Hello, Rafat.
নেটটা এত প্রবলেম করতেছে কেন?
Hello, can you hear me, Rafat?
Yes, sir, I can hear you now.
Okay, so you maybe got disconnected for a
Yes, sir.
minute there. Okay, okay. Okay, so we were saying that instead of writing a small or large fraction, we can
Mm-hmm.
change that expression as well. So we can write a small or large percentage. Okay.
Okay.
Also, we can also write maybe, sorry, we can also write a small or large number as well. Okay.
Okay.
Then, for example, we can also write the lowest slash highest, sorry, highest percentage. Okay.
Okay.
But this expression, kindly take a look. This expression, the lowest percentage or the highest percentage, okay,
Hmm.
this expression has a bit of a limitation. Okay, the limitation is you cannot
Okay.
you cannot talk about every single small percentage or large percentage with this expression. Okay, you can only
Okay.
you can only mention the smallest, সবচাইতে ছোট যেটা অথবা
Okay.
সবচাইতে বড় যেটা, only those two you can mention
Mm-hmm.
with this expression. Okay.
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 So you cannot talk about every single small percentage or every low percentage with this expression.
That means we can use these strategies in
Only this one. Only this one.
smallest,
Yes.
smallest or biggest, right?
Yes. Okay. শুধুমাত্র সবচাইতে ছোট
Comparison. Huh?
বা সবচাইতে কম এবং সবচাইতে বেশি. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So since this expression has a bit of a limitation, we can bypass this limitation, okay, by using a very clever expression, that is a very small or large percentage. Okay,
Okay.
if you are unable to identify the one that is the smallest, okay, সবচাইতে ছোট অথবা সবচাইতে বড়, if you are unable to identify those two, you can bypass that problem by writing a very small percentage or a very large percentage, অনেক বড় অনেক ছোট। ওকে, সবচাইতে বড় সবচাইতে ছোট এই ভেজালে আর তাহলে দেওয়া লাগছে না। ওকে,
Okay.
you can also write a very sorry, small or a very large sorry, proportion as well. Okay, instead of percentage you can also use proportion.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the expressions that you can use interchangeably, alternatively. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can also change the entire structure of the sentence. Okay, not only this small part, শুধুমাত্র এই ছোট যে একটা জায়গা আমরা এটা শুধু পাল্টাচ্ছি না, now we can change the entire structure of this sentence. Okay.
Okay.
So how can we do that? We can simply, okay, let me write this down.
Okay.
The beginning portion is the same overall or in general or connective words, okay, for following sentences. So that part is the same. Now we can use a couple of different phrasal verbs. Okay, and the single part,
Mm-hmm.
this section is going to be at the beginning of the sentence. Okay,
Okay.
so we can use one phrasal verb, make up. Okay,
Okay.
makes up. We can simply say makes up a small, sorry, a small slash large fraction. Okay, then of
Okay.
the topic or of the total, simply of the total. Okay.
Okay.
For example, in the
Mm-hmm.
first strategy, we said overall a small fraction of the drinking habit is coffee. Now we are going to say overall coffee makes up a small fraction of the drinking habit.
Okay. Coffee makes up.
A small fraction of the drinking habit, অথবা a small fraction of the total. Okay,
Yeah. Fraction in total. Okay.
of the total. Okay,
Yes.
you can use of the topic or you can use of the total, simply of the total. Okay, so
Okay.
instead of this phrasal verb makes up, you can use another phrasal verb here,
Hmm.
account for. Okay,
Account for. Okay.
accounts for. If you are talking about a single part, you can use makes up or accounts for. Multiple section, it will be
Mm-hmm.
make up and account for. Okay,
For. Okay.
and in the past tense, it is going to be made up, accounted for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can also say in general, T
Hmm.
accounts for a large fraction of the total.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
you can use these two phrasal verbs, makes up or accounts for. Okay,
Okay.
and for this portion,
Hmm.
এই যে এই অংশটার জন্য small অথবা large fraction, you can use
Mm-hmm.
all of these here as well. Okay,
Okay.
so there are numerous ways that you can
Yeah.
make variations in your writing. Okay,
Writing.
is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. So now that covers the first paragraph of the body, because these are very general expressions. Okay, we are not saying
Right.
what is the percentage of of coffee or the tea. We are bypassing
Yes.
those
Mm-hmm.
specific data. Okay, আমরা নির্দিষ্ট যে
Hmm.
ডেটা গুলো আছে আমরা সেগুলো পাশ কাটিয়ে জাস্ট কিছু জেনারেল কথাবার্তা বলছি যে ক্ষুদ্র একটা অংশ, ক্ষুদ্র একটা ভগ্নাংশ, ক্ষুদ্র
Mm-hmm.
একটা অনুপাত দখল
Okay.
করতে. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so these are the general overview. These strategies you can use to give the general overview. Now we need to include the specific data for our second paragraph of the body. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
so the second paragraph of the body, the basic strategy is the same. Okay, the basic strategy for the sentences, writing the sentences are the same as these one. However, now এই যে আমাদের কিছু জেনারেল কথাবার্তা যে পজিশন গুলোয় আছে, this part
Mm-hmm.
and this part,
Hmm.
in these positions we are going to include the specific data now. Okay,
Okay.
and the rest of the structures are the same. Okay,
Okay.
so let me write this down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's draw a pie chart with specific data. Okay,
Okay.
is the drawing visible?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
50% with 25%.
Okay, so this is maybe a graph of the monthly expenses or the living expenses of a person. Okay,
Okay.
monthly expenses, or you can paraphrase these as living expenses,
Monthly expenses.
if whichever one you prefer. You can paraphrase these as living expenses. Okay, so
Okay.
now we need to include the specific data, right?
Right.
So the basic structure would be the same as this one. Okay, the basic structures would be the same. For example, using the first strategy. Okay, now
Yeah.
in this blank, now we are going to include the expression. If it is the first sentence of the first paragraph of the second paragraph, first sentence of the second paragraph, we're going to include according to the figure tag, meaning according to the pie chart, or it is clearly evident from the pie chart, it is clearly visible from the pie chart. Okay, those expressions. And for the following sentences, we are going to use the connective words. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then the basic strategy is the same. Now, এখন এই যে small অথবা large fraction, percentage, number, proportion, instead of these general expressions, now we are going to need to include the numbers here. Okay,
Yeah.
numbers or maybe percentages.
Percentage. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, percentages or maybe fractions, ভগ্নাংশ, or maybe words. Okay,
Okay.
we can spell out the numbers by writing words. Okay,
Okay.
বানান করে আমরা সংখ্যাগুলো লিখতে পারি, and
Right.
the rest, yes, and the rest are the same of the topic, or you can simply say of the total. Okay,
Okay.
E/R, then the single part. Okay,
Okay.
for example, if we want to talk about rent, what is the specific data about rent?
50%.
Exactly, very good. Then we can say
And food.
yes, according to the pie chart, 50% of the living expenses অথবা of the monthly expenses are rent.
Rent. Yes.
Okay. In addition, 25% of the total are food.
Food.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of using the same strategy, okay, single part টা বারবার শেষে না রাখে, we can also change up the strategy by using the phrasal verbs. Okay,
Okay.
the basic strategy is the same. Now we are going to simply use the phrasal verbs. That means single part, এই পার্টটা এখন সামনে চলে আসবে.
Okay.
Okay, then makes up or accounts for, whichever one you prefer.
Okay.
Now এই যে small large fraction, এই জায়গায় আমাদের সেই specific data চলে আসবে, numbers, percentages, fractions. Okay,
Okay.
percentages, then maybe fractions. Okay, then maybe words.
Word.
Yes, then of the topic or of the total. Okay,
Okay.
for example, we can simply say according to the pie chart, 50% of the monthly expenses are rent. On the other hand, food makes up 25% of the total.
Okay.
Okay, we can use the phrasal verbs as well. We need to alternate our structures. Okay,
Okay.
and
So 25% should we write person in word or
yes,
we will just
that
put
is
the
that is
sign?
exactly, that is why we are discussing numbers as well. In a moment, we're going to see how many ways we can include our numbers in. Okay,
Okay.
so we are starting with our basic strategies, and in a moment we are going to
Mm-hmm.
discuss how to include the numbers as well. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
we can also use accounts for, okay, instead of makes up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so the basic structures are the same. This one is similar to this one, and this one is similar to this one. Okay,
Okay.
the only difference is for first paragraph of the body we are using general expression, and for second paragraph of the body we are now including the specific data. These are the differences, nothing else.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, only these are the differences.
Okay.
Okay, okay then, so now let's take a look how can we include the specific data, meaning the numbers, okay, describing numbers. For
Hmm.
example, no, for example, this number 50%, right?
Yes.
50%. So let's take a look at how many ways we can use, how many ways we can include this number. Okay, for example, 50%. Now we can write using both the number and the word. Okay, because
Okay.
the sign, the percentage sign has been given in the question itself. So if we use the percentage sign as well, it is going to be repetitive. Okay,
Okay.
so we can write 50%. Spell it out by using words. Okay,
Okay.
also percent. There is a single word, percent. We can break this into two sentences. Percent. Okay,
Okay.
we can spell this out like this as well. Also,
Mm-hmm.
we can use the fractions, bhagnangsho, half, ordhek.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay. Half fraction.
yes, we
Only
can.
half.
Yes, we can also say, for example, half of the monthly expenses is rent.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, instead of saying 50%, we can use the
Hmm.
fraction as well. আমরা ভগ্নাংশটাও ইউজ করতে পারি।
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is going to, even though writing half instead of 50% is going to lower our word count, শব্দের সংখ্যা যদিও কমে যাচ্ছে, but that is
Mm-hmm.
going to give us marks with our analytical skills. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because anyone can spell a number out. Okay, সংখ্যায় আছে
Yeah.
50, anyone can spell that number out by writing 50, but
Hmm.
associating half with that percentage 50% is going
Hmm.
to take some analytical skills. Okay,
Hmm.
50% মানেই যে কোনো কিছুর অর্ধেক, that takes some analytical skills. Okay,
Okay.
so that is going to, even though it's going to lower our word count, it is going to increase our marks in the analytical skills. Okay,
Hmm.
okay then, so now let's take a look at some of the ways that in which we can describe some other numbers. Okay, so
Okay.
I am going to erase this portion. Okay,
Okay.
okay then, okay, so kindly take a look. uh,
Hmm.
so if you can describe the numbers in the fraction form, it is going to give you an advantage. Okay, with your analytical skills. So try to identify the fractions of the figures that I am drawing. Okay. For example, for this first one, okay, what is the fraction of this pie chart?
50.
This
Half
one,
of the
this one on the
no, this is
left,
not
on the left. Yes, this is not half. Okay, so first try to identify how many sections are there in total.
three.
Totally koita? Okay, very good.
Three.
And how many sections did we mark? আমরা কয়টা section mark করেছি?
Only one.
Very good. So what does that fraction? What fraction does that make?
Sir, sorry, sir. What did you say?
Then there are 3 sections in total, right? তিনটা
Yeah.
complete section আছে, and we have marked only one section. So what fraction does that make? তাহলে অনুপাতটা বা এই ভগ্নাংশটা কত হচ্ছে? আমরা sorry, Rafat, your voice is breaking. Hello.
Sir, now? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So what is the fraction here then?
So,
Try it in Bangla. Try it in Bangla.
স্যার বাংলাটাই তো একটু সমস্যা। আচ্ছা
আচ্ছা, তিনটা ভাগ আছে, আমরা একটা ভাগ মার্ক করেছি, কালার করেছি।
ইয়েস, হ্যাঁ।
তাহলে হোয়াট ইজ দ্য ফ্র্যাকশন অফ দিস মার্কড স্পট? 3 ভাগের 1 ভাগ, রাইট?
ইয়েস, ইয়েস, হ্যাঁ।
3 ভাগের 1 ভাগ, ইয়েস, এক্স্যাক্টলি। 3 ভাগের 1 ভাগ means 1/3, রাইট? So you can write a third, okay? Meaning if
a third.
Yes, a third. If the given number is around this range, okay, around 30 to 35%. যদি এরকম কোনো একটা সংখ্যা দেখেন, instead of writing the number, you can simply write a third, okay?
Okay.
More specifically, the number would be 33%, okay?
Okay, sir.
33%. 33 এর পরে আমাদের অনেক দেখা যায় যে ডেসিমাল পয়েন্ট চলে আসে দশমিক দিয়ে। But around 30 to 35%. এইটার আশেপাশে থাকলেও you can use a third, okay? Okay, then so try to
all this I have done in my geography practical, but I forgot everything.
Yes, everything depends upon practicing, okay? So now try to identify the fraction of this one.
33.
Okay, 33 is the specific percentage. Not accurately 33 also. It is 33.3333. It goes on. Okay.
Okay.
So generally speaking, if you see a number around 30 to 35%, you can use this expression, a third, okay? পুরোপুরি accurately 33% না থাকলেও 30-35 আশেপাশে থাকলেও you can use a third. So how about this one? What is the fraction for
half?
This? No, not half. Not half. Try to identify how many sections are there in total, first of all.
1/3.
Totally what the section are?
Three.
Very good. And how many have we marked?
Sir, one already marked.
For this
and
one.
Left only 2 sections.
Yes, we have marked 2 sections, right?
Yes.
So that makes 2/3.
Okay.
Okay, 3 ভাগের 2 ভাগ in simple Bangla, right?
Okay.
So that is going to be 2/3, okay? Now this is plural because there are multiple sections. That is why this is plural, okay?
Right.
2/3.
Okay.
So that means the specific percentage or the number should be around 60%. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
60% এর আশেপাশে থাকলে you can use 2/3. Okay.
Oh,
Then, for example, now another one. Okay. Take a look at this one. Sorry. What is the percentage of the next one that I am drawing? Try to identify the percentage for this one. What is the
1/4.
Okay, very good. But is there a bit more sophisticated way to say 1/4?
Yeah.
What is a bit more sophisticated way that we can use to
A 4.
okay, also very good, but a bit more advanced would be this one. Take a look. Are you familiar with this one?
Okay, yeah, a quarter.
Yes, a quarter. A quarter means 1/4.
Yeah.
4 ভাগের 1 ভাগ 1/4, right?
Yes.
Okay, then so try to identify the fraction of this one. So if you can describe the numbers in their fraction form, that is going to give you extra marks for your analytical skills. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, because anyone can spell out a number.
Yeah.
That does not take much analysis. Okay.
Okay.
So then what is the fraction for this pie chart now?
It's difficult.
No, why difficult? We have left a single space unmarked, but we have marked all of the. Compare this with this one. Compare
Yeah.
this with this one. How many have we marked?
We mark 3. All
Exactly. 3, right?
Yeah.
So that is going to be 3/4. Okay.
Okay.
Also the plural. Okay. 3/4. Okay. So my apologies. The a quarter would be 25%. So 3/4 would be 75%. Let me write this here. Okay. A quarter means 25%.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you see a number 25%, around 25%, you can use a quarter, or around 75%, you can use 3/4. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So can you tell me what is the fraction for food on the right? What is the fraction for food?
Food, sir, a quarter.
Very good, a quarter. Okay. So these you need to identify before you even start writing. Okay, লেখা শুরু করার আগেই এগুলো আইডেন্টিফাই করে নিতে হবে. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So how about this one?
Only we will get only 30 minutes, right? For this?
No, 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yes, 20 minutes, because your entire writing exam will be 1 hour. Okay.
Oh my God.
And your analysis type of question carries only half the mark your personal opinion question carries. Okay.
Okay.
So that is why you need to use the majority of the time with your personal opinion question. Okay, SS style question.
That's 2.
Yes. Okay. So then try to identify the fraction of this one. What is the fraction of this one?
Which one, sir?
The bottom left. Let me take the marker. This one.
So it's the fraction would be maybe 1/5, right?
Very good. 1/5, or you can simply say a fifth. Okay.
Okay.
A fifth. That is the
A
singular.
fifth.
So then what would be the percentage here? Can you tell me?
So 1/5 is
20%.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
20%. Then how about what would be the fraction for 80%? Can you tell me?
So 80%.
80%. What would be the fraction for 80%?
The 8.
No. Okay, take a look. 80% is 4
Hmm.
times 20%, right? 20% is 4 gun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that means 4/5.
20.
20% is a fifth, right? 5 ভাগের 1 ভাগ.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
80% is 4 times 20%. 20% এর 4 গুণ হলো 80%, right?
Yes.
তাহলে 20% যদি 5 ভাগের 1 ভাগ হয়, 80% কত হবে? 5 ভাগের 4 ভাগ.
Yes.
How, Rafat? Can you hear me?
A fourth.
Yes, yes. Not a fourth, 4/5. 5 ভাগের 4 ভাগ.
Okay. 4/5.
Yes, 4/5.
Okay.
There should be an S after the word fifth, okay? Because it's plural,
Oh.
okay? যেহেতু 20% হচ্ছে 5 ভাগের 1 ভাগ, 80% 20
Yes.
ভাগের 4 গুণ. That means 80%, 80% is 4/5. 5
Yes.
ভাগের 4 ভাগ. Okay, so these you need to identify. Okay.
Okay.
Then how about, can you tell me, how about 40%, 40%?
How about 40%?
Yes, what is the fraction for 40%?
So maths is what is very difficult for me.
Okay, but these you need to be able to do. Okay, these are very simple calculations. Okay.
Yes, I know it.
Okay, okay. Try to base your calculation off of this one, 20%, right?
Mm-hmm.
40% আমরা বলছি, সেটা কত গুণ? 20% এর কত গুণ?
So
দ্বিগুণ, right?
yes.
Yes, that means if 5 ভাগের 1 ভাগেরও দ্বিগুণ হবে, তার মানে কি 5 ভাগের 2 ভাগ.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
These are simple calculations. Okay, not
Yes.
something complex. Okay, you do not need to worry.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
these are not very complex things. Okay, so this one, it is going to be how many sections are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have marked only a single portion, so that means
1/6.
yes. Also, you can simply say a 6. Okay.
Okay, a 6.
And this is a very this is not a very round percentage, round figure. It's somewhere around 16 to 17%. Okay, 16 থেকে 17 আশেপাশে কিছু একটা থাকলে you can use this one, a 6. Okay, for example, এই যে দেখেন, এই যে কোশ্চেনটা আছে, right?
Yes.
If you compare food with the monthly expense, okay?
Yeah.
মাসিক খরচের ক্ষেত্রে যদি কম্পেয়ার করেন তাহলে ফুড হচ্ছে 25%, বাট আপনি যদি ফুডটাকে এখন রেন্টের সাথে কম্পেয়ার করেন তাহলে কত পার্সেন্ট হবে?
I mean more than
If you compare
25% more.
Yes, if you compare the food with monthly expenses, the percentage of food is 25, right?
Yeah.
But if you compare it with rent, then the food is going to be half, right?
Half, yes.
Yes. So you need to be able to compare with the total thing as well as between each of the sections. Okay.
Okay.
For example, you can say food makes up a quarter of the monthly expenses. Hello, Rafat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so you can say according to the pie chart, or in addition, you can say food makes up a quarter of the monthly expenses. Okay.
Okay.
In addition, it accounts for half of the rent. Okay.
Okay.
ফুডটা হলো মাসিক খরচের 4 ভাগের 1 ভাগ, কিন্তু
Yes.
রেন্টের অর্ধেক।
Okay.
Okay. For example, this one, entertainment, right? Entertainment monthly expenses এর হলো 10% আর 10, right?
10. Yes.
বাট আপনি যদি এখন এন্টারটেইনমেন্টটাকে রেন্টের সাথে তুলনা করেন তাহলে কি হবে?
40%.
No, a fifth, 5 ভাগের 1 ভাগ।
Okay.
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 For example, a tenth of the monthly expenses is our entertainment. However, entertainment makes up a fifth of the rent. মাসিক খরচের 10 ভাগের 1 ভাগ হলো এন্টারটেইনমেন্ট, কিন্তু সেটা রেন্টের হলো আবার 5 ভাগের 1 ভাগ। Okay. You need to compare the sections among themselves. নিজেদের মধ্যেও সেকশন গুলো কম্পেয়ার করতে হবে। Okay. Okay. And now you do not need to compare every single sections among themselves. নিজেদের মধ্যে সবগুলো কম্পেয়ার করতে হবে না। Okay. For example, 15%. This is a very difficult number. Okay.
Yeah.
কোনোটার সাথেই কিন্তু কম্পেয়ার করা যাচ্ছে না, যেহেতু রাউন্ড ফিগার না। You can only try to identify the round figures and then compare those round figures among themselves. Okay. For example, 10% আবার 25%, এই দুটাও কিন্তু নিজেদের মধ্যে করা সম্ভব না কম্পেয়ারটা, because they are not round figures among themselves. নিজেদের মধ্যে তারা কিন্তু রাউন্ড ফিগার না। So that's why you do not need to compare these. Okay.
Okay.
Just try to identify a couple of round figures.
Okay.
And compare among themselves, as well as comparing with the entire topic. Okay.
Okay.
So when you compare among individual sections, okay, there was a portion, topic অথবা total, right?
Yes.
ওই জায়গাটায় the bigger percentage you are going to mention there. Okay.
Okay.
যখন আপনি নিজেদের মধ্যে কম্পেয়ার করবেন তখন of the total বা of the topic, right? টোটাল আর টপিকের জায়গায় the bigger percentageটা চলে আসবে। Okay. For example, food accounts for 25%, a quarter of the monthly expenses, right? That was the topic. এখন যদি রেন্টের সাথে তুলনা করেন, food accounts for half of the rent. Instead of the topic, we are putting the bigger percentage here. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay then. So these are the strategies that you can use to describe pie charts and numbers. Okay. And lastly, there is a very small topic that we are going to discuss and then conclude our session. It's going to take only maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. A couple of more minutes. For example, এই যে দেখেন round figure এর জন্য we are going to include the fraction, right?
Yes.
Then how about these ones? এই যে 15% বা অথবা ধরেন a number has been given that is 42%.
42, yes.
Okay, that is not a round figure.
No.
Exactly. So এইগুলোর ক্ষেত্রে আমরা কি করতে পারি? What we can do in terms of these numbers. Okay. One strategy is, for example, আপনি যদি accurately যে নাম্বারটা দেওয়া আছে, the number that has been given, you want to include the exact number. Okay. So you can simply say exactly, okay, or precisely. Okay.
Okay.
For example, ধরেন rent. The rent is not 50% but 42%. Okay.
Yeah.
So আপনি যদি if you wish to include the number as it is, accurate exact নাম্বারটাই যদি দিতে চান you can simply say rent makes up exactly 42% অথবা precisely 42% of the monthly expenses are rent. Okay. Now if you do not, maybe you do not wish to include the specific number, okay, the exact number, then you can keep some ambiguity. Okay, for example you can say about or around, okay, or maybe approximately. Okay, these you can use to uh, keep some ambiguity, to dance around the number that has been given. Okay, approximately or maybe nearly, okay, or maybe close to, okay, or maybe roughly. Okay, now you can maybe say 40%. You're not saying the exact number 42%. You can maybe say rent makes up about 40% of the total. Othoba roughly 40% of the monthly expenses are rent. Okay. So these expressions you can use to keep some ambiguity, to dance around the number. Okay. Now you can also use a couple of more strategies. Okay. For example, আপনাকে যে নাম্বারটা দেওয়া হয়েছে, now you can take a round figure around the number that has been given. Okay, for example আপনি যে নাম্বারটা আপনাকে দেওয়া হয়েছে সেটা হলো 42%. এখন আপনি ধরেন একটা রাউন্ড ফিগার নিলেন আশেপাশে 40%. ওকে, এখন আপনি যে রাউন্ড ফিগারটা নিয়েছেন, the round figure that you have taken, is it more or less than the number that has been given? Okay, for example you have been given the number 42% and you are taking a round figure that is 40%. Okay, এখন the number, the round figure that you have taken, আপনি যে নাম্বারটা নিয়েছেন, is it more or less than the number that has been given to you?
Yes, because I have taken 40%.
Yes, এইটা আপনি যে নাম্বারটা নিলেন, যে রাউন্ড ফিগারটা নিলেন 40%, আপনার রাউন্ড ফিগারটা অরিজিনাল যে নাম্বারটা তার চেয়ে কম নাকি বেশি?
লেস।
কোনটা হচ্ছে, কম হচ্ছে নাকি বেশি হচ্ছে?
লেস হচ্ছে স্যার, আমি যেটা নিয়েছি লেস।
Less, excellent. So that means if you take a round figure that is less than the original number, you can use a couple of different expression. For example, you can say slightly above, or you can say just over. Okay, for example, if the rate is 42%, you can say according to the pie chart, rent makes up just over 40% or slightly above 40% of the monthly expenses are rent. Okay, and lastly, if you take a round figure that is more than the original number, okay, for example, আপনি যে round figure টা নিয়েছেন maybe 40%, 45% the round figure you have taken. Okay, so in this case the round figure you have taken is more than the original number, right?
Yeah.
So now you can simply say slightly below or just under. Okay, so for example, if the food is maybe 27%, for example, কথার কথা, okay, you can simply say, you can take a round figure 30% and you can say food is just under 30% of the total, অথবা food is just under 30% of the monthly expenses, or food makes up just below অথবা slightly below 30% of the monthly expenses. Okay, so these are some expressions that you can use to talk about those numbers that are not exactly round figures. Okay, and for round figures you can use the fractions while comparing with the topic as well as comparing among themselves. Okay, okay, so these are the strategies that you can use to describe, to include the specific number in the second paragraph of the body. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So do you have any questions or confusions regarding to this session?
Sir, 15 is round figure.
No, 15 is not exactly a round figure. Okay. Because we cannot make this a fraction.
Round figure. Okay. We should elaborate this 15%,
You can
or
simply,
should I
you can
leave
simply
it?
you can simply write this in the word form, spell this out, or you can use these strategies. Okay, because these strategies are for those numbers that are not round figures.
Yes, yes, right.
If you
Okay.
if you wish to use the number as it is, 15% আছে, আপনি 15% বলতে চাচ্ছেন, you can use exactly or precisely. Okay,
Oh,
or you can say
okay.
about 13%, around 17%. Okay, or you can say slightly above 10%, meaning slightly above a 10. Okay, or you can simply say slightly below, just under 20%, meaning slightly below a fifth.
Yeah.
Slightly below a fifth is transpose. Okay,
Okay.
20%.
Sir,
Yes.
then give me the assignment this.
Of course, this is your homework. Okay, before you get
Okay.
into the Cambridge book, let me clear this out.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be your homework. Okay,
Okay.
this pie chart. Try to write an answer for this pie chart. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And if you
Only this much overall, right?
introduction, body first paragraph, body second paragraph. Okay.
Okay.
And if you find it difficult to match to meet the 150 word count for this example, do not worry, because there are not so much information here. এখানে তথ্যই অল্প আছে. Okay. Okay. So we have given this to figure out whether or not your concept of the strategies are clear. Okay. Okay then. So if you do not find enough information to write about to meet the word count of 150 words, do not worry. Okay, because the information is not so much here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay. So do you have any further questions or confusion regarding today's session?
No, sir.
Okay then. So kindly review. Okay. So kindly review and practice these strategies that we have discussed. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. Okay. So if you do not have any questions or confusion, we're going to
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to then conclude this session here. Okay.
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 Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.